he didn't show up, I was like, oh, I can't do your podcast for another hour, so I'll just play.
Oh, I see. Got it. Got it. Okay. So, it looks like we're having trouble connecting to the internet. I don't know why it's not showing up on the live screen, but I mean, what we could do is we could just continue going. I just
Okay.
don't know if it'll be live.
Yeah, it's all good, dude. Either way, man. Again, I
Yeah,
still
'cause
appreciate you inviting me anyways. It's all good.
okay, I think it's live now. I think it's good.
Okay.
But hopefully we don't have like ongoing connection issues. So,
We live so close by, you would think we wouldn't have problems, but you know how internet works sometimes.
I don't think it's anything on your end. It's just my internet. Yeah, I
Mm.
think it's my internet has issues. So
Remember
okay, so
watching your
we
last stream? Yeah, your
yeah,
pro clubs.
I know it just gave out. There's so many things going wrong there. So we have Evo in the chat, acknowledging that we are live. So appreciate you being here, Evo. And yeah, so let's carry on. So I thought originally you weren't playing weekend league, but you are, and now you're eight
Yeah,
and two.
yeah. That's what addiction happens, you know. You end up going, but I literally wasn't gonna play. I went swimming with my family and stuff, and I thought,
Yeah.
you know what? No, not today. I'll just do the podcasts and just kind of play with the boys, maybe some PUBG if anything.
Yeah, so then that would have been the one weekend league you missed in the past 2 years.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I
you
wouldn't be
ended up,
surprised if it's
yeah.
longer, and I apologize for interrupting, but I thought it would be longer, but it's 2 years minimum for sure.
But the streak continues.
Yeah. Do it for the kids, you know?
Do it for the kids. Yes. Man, that's crazy. 2 years straight, every weekend playing weekend league.
Yeah, and I don't know how long you've been playing foot champs. I think me, it's only been 3 years. I didn't
Three
get to foot
years.
champs. I was a pro club, I guess. I don't know if that's the right term, but I was just playing pro clubs every day with a group of people,
Yeah.
four groups,
Hmm.
and that's all I played. I didn't an ultimate team I tried once, didn't like it. And then I think 3 years ago I told myself I'm gonna do it. Uh and try it all out for half a year. If I like it, I'll stay with it. If I don't, then I'll just never play it again. And
Got
I
it.
did like
Got it. So, which FIFA was it when you started playing Ultimate Team?
it was 3 years ago, so it had to be what? Right now we're 23, so it was either 20 or 19. I was 20. FIFA 20. That's when Team of the Year Conte. That's the only thing I remember. I had FIFA Team of the Year Conte. My first year playing, most
Hmm.
amazing card ever I've ever had.
Got it. Wow. Okay. So for me, it was FIFA 20. That's when I really
Oh,
started getting into it.
dang! Did we just
Yeah.
become best friends? 10 years?
Yes.
How crazy, crazy. What made you get into Ultimate Team?
Well, I bought that FIFA because I was playing with my friends. My friend convinced me to get FIFA just to
Oh,
just to play with them,
mhm.
like just for fun.
Okay.
And then we had a little friendly competition amongst ourselves. And then I think during that time, this was like 2019, I was playing seasons, online seasons.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you hit Div 1 and then you're kind of get bored of that, so you're like so I was like, let's try Ultimate Team, and then ever since then I kind of got hooked.
That's crazy. Yeah, same
Yeah.
here. You
Yeah.
get bored of that seasons and pro clubs for
Yeah.
sure.
So when did you start playing pro clubs? Which FIFA was it?
Oh, it had to be like 6 years ago, maybe. No, 5 years, maybe 5 years. I got 6 years, 6 years, 6 years, six
Okay.
years ago. So I don't even remember exactly what FIFA, but it had to be like around 6 years. And the only reason I did it is I went to like what do they have on PlayStation? They have like little forums or something like you can talk, communicate with people.
Hmm.
And I met a friend and then he played a lot and he told me to join. We started playing. Then from then on, just they would play every day, man. So it would be easy for me whenever I got on. They
Hmm.
have a team of five, so I just join in.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I'll get to Evo's question a bit, but before I ask her question, what I want to ask was, well, you got into pro clubs first and then got into Ultimate Team. So I feel
Mhm.
like for me it was reverse. So I got into Ultimate Team And then, I had my viewers kind of get me into pro clubs, and now pro clubs is like part of my routine now of my content.
Oh, it's fun. And then now we know about the rumor about its crossplay. That's
Right.
awesome, dude. That
Right.
that's what makes my now I can play with my coworkers.
Mm.
It changes everything. I wouldn't be surprised if Ultimate Team I didn't play as much because of that reason.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy pro clubs. It's pretty fun, and it's a good way to be interactive with your viewers or just play with friends, and it's not as stressful. Doesn't seem as sweaty. Although there are some good pro clubs teams out there that make you work.
Oh, for sure. But you're right. The less sweaty, man. My armpits are not as sweaty on this.
Yeah. I'm just having fun pretty much while I'm playing.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. So Evo's question is, what is your opinion of the new gameplay trailer?
Ooh, if it's like anything, man, I'm excited, but it's very it's always so similar than the previous, but we all know how it works. It looks good, but when the first 2 weeks come out, feels to me it feels always good. Then these updates start coming, and then people find out glitches, and it comes out. But I like the women's team in there. I like the women being in there in general. I think that's awesome. I think it's going to be a totally different gameplay to the academy. I love it. I love it. I don't know why people are hating on that so much. I have no idea. I think that's just doesn't make sense to me. Why you would hate women being in the game? That makes no sense to me.
So they're gonna have the women cards on Ultimate Team? Is that what they're gonna implement?
Yeah.
It
And if
seemed
they were
like
playing for
uh
Chelsea, they're going to link with Chelsea players, but countries and stuff like that. Icons change into now they have a different what do you call it? Chemistry.
hmm I
That's
think
it.
what I saw was they might get rid of chemistry. I don't know if
The
that's
only
true. It's a rumor.
the only reason I would say they wouldn't because they added on one of the features underneath said icons have a new chemistry style.
I see. Got
That
it.
I would think they would keep it.
Yeah.
I miss the old chemistry. What about you? You like the new or old way?
Um I mean, I like the new one because the SBCs are a bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
It from a
That's
SBC
true.
standpoint, it is
That's
easier. So
true.
I like that. Um as far as like formulating my own team, I guess it's more or less the same. It doesn't really matter.
Okay,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, cuz you still got to figure out like kind of a puzzle to get your players in there, the players that you want at least.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Chemistry definitely for SBCs. Wow, what a difference. I like this new way so much more.
Yeah. It's so
Less
much
stressful, less
easier.
thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. So in that sense, I like the chemistry style now for the SBCs. Yeah. So what do you usually get in weekend league?
Uh always get 14 or 11. I stop if I'm just not in the mood.
Uh huh.
But 14, and if I'm really trying 16,
Okay.
to get above 16 is I've done it twice, 18, but 16 is if I really tried. Like Tots, I tried my butt off and I got 16 on each of the leagues except I think one I stopped. I was too stressful. But I'll stop at 14. 14 is like I feel good.
14, you feel good. Yeah, that's pretty good. 14, 16, and at your best hitting 18. I'll
Yeah.
say you're a pretty good player. Pretty
That's
good
what happens
football.
when you play too much, dude, right? I mean, we played
Right, right. Yeah.
what do you call it? I did start when I started. I think I was a 9-win person the first
Uh-huh.
year, and I was so frustrated, man. I was like, "There's no way I'm not this." I used to be seasons Division 1 and never have a problem, but
Right.
Ultimate Team gave me a problem, man.
Yeah. So, what was it that made you get better at a game? Was there a specific thing that you did?
Yes, skill moves.
Skill
I
moves.
know. You know what? There's people in this game. Like I look at guys that stream like AA9 skills. I think his name is. He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't use any skill moves, and he's just that talented to outplay you. And then you have people that remind me, like Yoshi, when he wants to score on you with the skill move, he will. It's crazy, but that's what took me to the next level. And player lock. Player lock was a crazy game changer to me.
Mm.
But it wasn't easy. That one was the hardest thing for me to understand and do.
So, for like skill moves, would you be in the arena just working on specific moves that you like using?
That and then squad battles, as weird as it sounds. But squad
Yeah.
battles, they guard it so well. So you kind of just learn the animations that they get juke at. So it would just help me, like, if players, like, if one guy was super aggressive, okay, I can't do that move. This move doesn't work very well. I have to try this move. This move always works against aggressive players.
Mm-mm.
Elastico, rainbow flick. Oh my god, aggressive players. Rainbow flick is the number one killer.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I always thought I know a lot of people use arena to help with their skill moves, but I also suggested using squad battles because before they changed the camera view in the arena, squad battles would be a better way because that camera
Yes.
view is what you're gonna play in the game.
I agree.
So it's different than just facing the goal like arena used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I recommended the squad battles. And plus, like, you get players on the field on the other side that are like kind of like dummies. So
Correct.
yeah,
I agree. Somebody made fun of me for that. It says you'll never get better doing squad battles like that. I'm like, I disagree, but everybody
yeah,
has their opinions.
sure.
Like, people think division rivals is one thing, which is the sweatiest mode ever, man.
Hmm.
But I think it gets just better understanding how people play. That's it. Just
Yeah,
the five in the back rat, everything like
for
that.
sure, for sure. So Bill in the chat asks, "What's the favorite card you used this year,
Ooh, this year,
or do you have
Nakuku
favorites?" Nkunku. Okay, which
favorites.
one?
The Path of Glory. I packed him.
Path to Glory. Ooh.
Wow, what a cheater of a card, man. You could put him cam striker. I'm trying to think of another card that made this year, man. I know I've watched so many people that impact team of the years, but one that I really loved. Who was the one I loved? Oh, Modric was fun. And Hernandez. But
The
that's it. I
tots,
get
both of them
yeah.
tots. Okay.
Team of the year.
Oh, team of the year. Okay,
Yeah.
got it,
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
I'm trying to think who else I was like in love with. But I think Nakuku stays definitely in my one of my
Mm,
favorite cards. And last year he was my favorite card too. He was just
yeah,
SBC all day. But yeah.
yeah. That's
What
a
about
hell of a
yours, dude?
card. The
Oh,
PTG.
wait.
Yeah, Nkunku one. I can't believe you packed him. That's crazy.
Yeah, and that was like right, I guess, during the play what, the knockout stages. And
Okay.
I was in a hurry. That was another chance I had to not play weekend league. I
Yeah.
was gonna go out of town and I let one of my boys, I haven't seen in a long time, open it, and he
Yeah.
got it off the player pick, and I was so happy. I was like, that's the guy I want. That's the
Yeah.
perfect fit.
Wow. No, that's a hell of a card. Um, Favorite cards of mine. I mean, I pulled Toddy Bellingham. He's up there
Ooh.
as one of my. He was pretty good. Yeah,
He
he
looks on.
still
He
is.
looks like I have my boy, one of my viewers, named Teo or Tay Jr.
Uh-huh.
I wish I can show his team. He was voted on one of the, I think it was like Danny Aaron's or somebody top streamers best team. He had the best team. He has every player you can think of. Team of the year, Mbappe, Bellingham, but he has Bellingham. He says best midfielder other than Sanchez or
Other than
yeah, Sanchez.
Sanchez. Got
Yeah.
it. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Bellingham's pretty cracked. Um, for center back, dude, I really like DeLit. The Tots guard,
Oh.
he's like a brick wall, man. He was getting like almost every tackle. He was ridiculous.
I've heard great things. I heard he's just as good as Van Dyke, and Van Dyke to me was the hardest guy to go past in this game, man, for sure.
Oh yeah, Van Dyke was definitely meta. He's definitely up there. In terms of attackers, well, I mean, I don't know if there's anybody that really stands out, but I played with Mid Cruyff a lot, so I'd probably go with him.
Hey, that SBC was him and Jorginho were totally worth it, in my
Yeah.
opinion, at that time. Jorginho's another one that I was just like, I remember doing him when he first came out, and I did, I think, half of him, and I thought, I hope he's really good. The reviews look great, but it worked out.
Yeah. I ended up doing both of those SBCs and they paid off. So it was worth
Yes.
doing. Yeah, for
But
sure.
what about most overrated card?
Ooh, most overrated. Yeah. Well, we
Mine
got
was
Rob.
go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. I was just gonna
Go ahead.
acknowledge Robert in the chat. Appreciate you being
Oh.
here. Yeah.
What's up, Robert?
Is that one of your guys?
I just still like to say hi, man. Obviously we
Okay.
do this industry. We appreciate people coming in, man. They can do anything they want in life, and they come in here or come in our stuff. It's awesome, man.
Yeah, definitely. So we appreciate every one of you that are in the chat right now. Overrated. Jeez. Who did you say yours was?
Holland by far, team of the year, Holland, bro.
Team of the
Insane.
year, Holland.
Hmm.
Interesting. I really liked his gold card in the very beginning because I know everybody was using
Yeah.
him. I thought he
Yeah,
was
I
pretty
hated
good.
him.
Yeah.
He was good. He was great. You couldn't stop him, and he was meta. That what was it? The lengthy. There we go. Lengthy was
Yeah, the
the.
lengthy.
Ooh,
But
he
then
was
yeah, I was gonna say, but then if you like to dribble and kind of dance a lot, he's kind of tough to do it with.
correct. Correct.
Yeah.
But he was a fun gold card. Finally, I like this whole meta like lengthy. I think it's made players like him and Harry Kane like I'm using this weekend league for fun to do like an objective. Uh, they're fun. They're fun cards, man.
Mm-hmm. You know, I was about to say, if you asked me like a week ago, I would have said that Ronaldinho, that prime Ronaldinho, I would
Ah,
have said that was overrated. But as I've been playing with him more, he's kind of grown on to me. So I'll take him
that's
off
my
the yeah.
boy Dadasco. He did his prime SPC, and he said the first 2 weeks he hated him. He wanted us quick sell him, and now he slowly you can tell he's loving it.
Yeah. So it took me a while to appreciate Ronaldinho, but the thing with him is like for that SBC price, I don't think it's worth doing.
Not even close, man. There's too many good SBCs that are so much cheaper. You
Yeah.
know, he's my goat. Like, when I started watching football, he was the reason I watched football.
Yeah.
So I love him for that reason. I wanted to do him, but I can't do that price.
Yeah. Yeah, and I only did him because it's like out of all the FIFAs I did, it's not like I had a chance to try out Ronaldinho, you know. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, might as well try him this FIFA, even though he's gonna cost me an organ.
No doubt. What was it like 3 million? Dude, whoa.
Yeah, it took forever to get him done. Cause I don't even spend money on the game, you know, unlike
Uh,
RTG, so it just takes a long time. I really have to grind to get the card.
what is it? The bronze pack method? Is that what you do?
I don't do that.
Okay.
I just play like I try to play every weekend league and do some upgrade packs, stuff like that. But
Okay.
yeah, nothing crazy. Yeah. So hmm, is there an underrated card that
Oh
you
man,
like?
this is gonna be random.
Okay,
Hernandez, the icon.
Hernandez the icon. What's
Mexico.
the striker? Yes.
Mexican, yes.
Okay.
He when I packed him, I think the first icon pack that came out, and I told myself I told the viewers I would play with any card I got. It doesn't matter how Lampard, anybody. I got him, and he was amazing. He was killing it.
Uh huh.
So really fast, she can shoot. He was strong enough. His stamina was a little weak, but he was agility, everything you could think of, dude. He was good enough. He was good enough.
Got it. Okay. I would say it was a center back. It was an objective card. He was a Colombian player. His name is like Hincapi or something. Hincapi. See, no one even knows this. Like
He's
people would even know this card.
Man, you made me want to look it up too. A Colombia?
He's in the same team. What's that? Leverkusen? Is it Leverkusen? He's in
He said,
Bundesliga.
"Oh, Bundesliga." I think I might
Yeah.
know who you're
The
talking
only reason I tried him out because I had like Diaby and like Bellingham, so I'm trying to get like Bundeslinks. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll try this objective card. I think it's like a 87 card. I think it's a birthday if I'm correct. But I just tried it
Mm.
out and I was like, oh, this center back's not bad. Actually
Yes,
pretty good.
I see him right now. For birthday, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. You know what? I couldn't really get it in him, like liking him. But I did like he was in the Spanish league. He was from Morocco. He was
Yeah.
6'5", big dude. I forgot his name. Starts with a Y, I think. But he was amazing. He
Mm-hmm.
was like a milestone kind of player.
Mm-hmm.
Um, honestly, I loved him, but he was just so hard to link. So it was just, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, those are all the cards that I guess my thoughts on. I don't know if there's any other cards that you felt stood out in any way.
Not that, not that I think. Obviously, everybody knows Savic. Savic is just the new, what is it called right here? I'm looking at it right now too. Savik, the center mid dude, the 6'8" guy, big
Yeah,
obese. They
right,
have
right,
him.
right.
Ooh, he's amazing. But I think everybody knows that. I can't think of anybody else that I was like I was in love with, really, honestly.
You know what's funny? I didn't know that was like he had a brother, because you know Milinkovic Savage, the midfielder. I was like, why
Yeah.
is he bald? Did he shave his head? And then they told me, I was like, that's his brother, the keeper. I'm
Oh,
like, oh, okay.
crazy. And you know what's funny? I didn't know that. I knew they had the
Yeah,
names, but I didn't know they were brothers.
yeah, yeah. That's
Hmm.
interesting.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, how did you get started with streaming FIFA? When did you start
Uh,
streaming?
I think it was 2 years ago.
Okay.
The beginning of last FIFA. Honestly, it was just watching people do it. Thought, I don't know. A lot of people told me that I play enough. Why not just stream it? Because your team is always crazy, I guess. Put
Mm-hmm.
too much time. But then my one of my coworkers, brother of mine, I call him. He's just like, Louis, you got to do it, man, because I think this is perfect for you. Because he knows I work at AT&T,
Mm-hmm.
so he's like, the way you work with people, I think Twitch would be amazing. And I just started, and I've liked it. But whether you know or in the beginning process is it was probably the toughest thing the first year. That was super tough.
Yeah, when you got into it, when you first started streaming, were you watching people or were you on
Yeah.
Twitch a lot? Oh, you were.
Hmm.
Okay.
I was really on it a lot, and that's why I was like, why am I on it watching? I'd rather play, so let me try to do that. That's it.
Did that help with your growth initially? Because I feel like maybe some streamers know you and maybe they'll, support you, raid you and stuff like that.
100%. But I wouldn't communicate. I wouldn't talk. I just watch. I
Oh,
would
I
like
see.
just, and then it came to a fact when I started. I think it was halfway through the first year. I was like, dang, maybe you know what? I just need to talk to people because I'm just sitting here watching them. They don't know I'm here. You don't know I'm supporting you. You're just
Yeah.
kind of like. So I started communicating, and I'm not gonna lie, that obviously the second beginning of the second year this year, uh, the beginning of FIFA, that's when I took my net. That dramatically helped.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, I know when I first started off, I was not on Twitch. So I didn't know anybody. It's like you're kind of going in blind. So it was pretty challenging in the beginning, but it did come along eventually. And then, you know, it was like a steady growth from that point on.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough, man. I mean, I was like you again. I didn't know anybody. I wish I could say the guy's name. The guy had a name, would always be there. It's just Buttlicker, and I was like, what kind of name is that? But he was a really nice guy. Never
Yeah.
said anything out top. He would always just like, you should do this and this. And he was like one. He was a division or a rank 2 player, and man, he was really good. But he was the only guy that would watch me. And
Mm.
then this other guy came in and watched all the time. And then I had another guy named Harry. So it was them three that always just came, and it was funny the first year. I was like, damn, I'm not growing. It's just these three guys always coming in, which I
Yeah.
appreciate
Yeah.
it, but I didn't know what to do.
Right. Right. Yeah, I mean, there's like guys, those type of guys that were there with in the very beginning that I still keep in touch with, which is crazy. And it's been like 3 years since. Yeah, so it's crazy how the growth comes along. Um, yeah, and then how is it now compared to then
Ooh,
in those 2 years?
dramatic difference. I mean, I don't know how to explain it other than I always tell people numbers are not a big thing. You just got to stream and things will happen. It's just a matter of time. And I've always been told that. And I didn't get that until understanding, but dramatic jump. Now it's averaging 20 viewers, which is crazy
Wow.
to me.
Yeah.
I don't, to me, that's like, oh my God, it's crazy for me. I'm so happy with that right now. And then people like you coming in rating, what is it? Ryder Gaming, Photography back in the day used to. We have all kinds of people, man, who raid me. Like, every time I play, I feel like I get like 5 raids, and I'm like, that's crazy, dude. So
Wow. Okay.
I I guess it's getting your name out there, as you explained, just talking to people. I don't even tell them. I didn't even tell them I stream. I just
Yeah.
literally communicate with them. I don't. I think that's the rudest thing to do. Is hey, look at me. It's more. I'm just here to have your fun and your stream.
Yeah, that's great. That's great that you're experiencing that, getting a lot of growth, getting a lot of recognition. Um, But yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I mean, again, I love it. I can't hate on it too much, bro. What about you? What was that next step that you took? You think that helped the girls?
Um, I think just being kind of like you mentioned, just being interactive with other streamers, always rating after my streams, always showing love.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, and just people rating me, like rate me rating them rating me back. Um, and just always putting on content, like always streaming. I didn't have a consistent like streaming schedule, but for the most part, I'd always be streaming. So I think that also contributed to the growth.
No doubt. And I always
Yeah.
hear that term. You got to be consistent. Don't stop. It will grow. And they're right. I know, like right now, I've been a little inconsistent, but it's hard to play FIFA right now. Like it's really difficult for me. And I
Right.
never had that problem, but level up is not my favorite promo in the world.
Yeah.
So that's why it's hard. But yeah.
Do you have like a set streaming schedule?
No, but this is how crazy I was. I was I started streaming at night, like shogging yourself,
Yeah.
and the growth wasn't there. So I noticed a lot of my viewers were from England, Ireland, Australia. So I stream at 3 in the morning, two or 3 in the morning. And
Oh
then I
wow.
stream till 7 o'clock when my kids wake up to take them to school.
Uh-huh.
And that dramatically changed everything. I don't know why.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
Interesting.
I took that route, and I wake up early, and I go to bed like maybe because my boy goes to sleep with me at like 8 in the morning. I mean 8 p.m. I'm sorry, and then I'll wake up at 2 or 3, and that's it, dude. I'll just come stream.
Wow, that's crazy. Streaming that
It,
early?
for sure, and I have a full-time job, and I have 2 kids, so that
Wow.
was the only period I can get myself time without affecting anybody else, if that makes
I
sense.
see.
Except
Yeah.
myself, because my coworkers know I take a nap in my car every lunch. I don't eat. I nibble on some stuff on during my break real quick, and then I go to
Uh-huh.
lunch. I take a nap in the car to
Yeah.
refresh myself, and
I
then I go
see.
back on.
Got it. Got it.
But it
Wow.
works.
How many days do you stream a week then?
It's got to be at least 5 to 6 times, but I'll
Oh,
say five
wow.
times to be safe. 5 times to be safe.
Wow, so you're streaming a lot. You're always streaming at the same time in the morning and putting out a
Yeah,
lot of content.
try to, and again, ever since this level up, I have been not consistent. I probably did it twice the last 2 or 4 times the last 2 weeks, but it's just that I'm trying to find the motivation to love this game. It's just really hard.
Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, that's always tough. I mean, I feel that too. I'm not really on the game too much. I'm just like playing weekend league in the weekend. Probably set a day for like a pro clubs, but that's pretty much it. But actually, on top of that, I'm just very busy with like work and stuff, so it's not allowing me to stream as much as I want to.
I agree, and you should do
Yeah,
it like that. You got to have your priorities straight.
yeah,
Don't be dumb. Obviously, as I explained, I have 2 kids. I can't take away their time. I only come for so long, so I
yeah,
got to hang out with them at night, and then when they do go to bed, then it's my time to go to bed and wake up. And
yeah, for sure. But glad to hear that your schedule's working out for you. It's bringing a lot of growth, so that's very good to hear.
for sure, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Do you play any other games right now, especially in a period where FIFA might be kind of dead?
Bro, I am a gaming hoe, as I keep saying. I have a lot of systems. I play a lot of games. Anything you can
Yeah.
think of, man.
Yeah.
PUBG is probably my second main game, but
Okay.
man, it's so sad. I have my God of War Collector's Edition on box. Like it's still in the box. I have about like 10 games I haven't touched. I
Yeah.
just buy them and I save them and I wait when I find time. I have a Switch I play a lot.
Yeah.
That's it, dude. Just a lot of. I don't play computer games, which I should, but I'm streaming off a laptop.
Mm,
But that's what I got to do.
got it. Do you play PUBG on stream?
Yes,
You do. Okay.
yes.
Got
Love
it.
that game. Love that game. But it's a little old, but I love it.
Is that is there a lot of viewership in PUBG on Twitch? Because I'm not too sure, to be honest.
More no to like people like me that I guess don't really stream that as much. Like have a fan base of that. If you've been consistent, they have like big time streamers. Yes,
Okay.
guys that there's people that people watch only. Like it's not something to I don't think, in my opinion, to start streaming and then grow, you won't grow from that game. You'll just there's just these up and coming big time star professional guys, and everybody else is just kind of super low.
Got it. Because I was always aware of PUBG even before I became like a streamer or a gamer, but I actually never really got into it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
addicting. I like
Yeah.
those slow,
Mm-hmm.
not
Go
just
ahead.
the slow games like that. Call of Duty is so crazy fast paced that I like a little chill, more realistic, I guess, is I can say.
Yeah, I kind of got more into the Fortnite, Call of Duty, but I didn't get too much into it. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
only
remember that
FIFA.
hype, dude? Remember that hype in Fortnite in the beginning?
Oh
Ooh,
yeah.
that jump was crazy, man. I remember
Hmm.
playing it, and my boy's like, "You got to download it." And that was my pro club team. He's like, "You got to
Yeah.
download it. We got to play something different." I
Yeah.
was like, "I'll try it," and I was like, "Damn, this is really fun. I like the idea."
Yeah.
That's it. And then it just that's all everybody talked about.
Got it. Yeah. How long ago was that? Do you remember?
It was the beginning of like I would say like dang, I don't even know when I remember when it took. It's got to be that 6 years mark. And the reason I say that 5, 6 years because when I started pro clubs, that's when there were like it came out maybe a year after that, so maybe 5, 4 years ago.
Mm,
I
okay.
think.
Got
I
it.
haven't. I would guess that'd be a good question to find out.
Mm, okay. So, do you also play pro clubs with your viewers in your streams?
I haven't yet, but that was an idea I brought up that everybody's like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I'm gonna do that. Obviously, like I told you, I'm getting to the game where I'm getting bored, so I'd rather play pro clubs than anything probably.
I think that's a good way to play pro
I,
clubs with your viewers. And
I agree.
usually a lot of, at least from my experience, a lot more people come through because they want to play. They're like actively looking, scrolling through the FIFA Twitch and seeing if anybody's playing pro clubs, and they just want to hop on in and play with streamers.
Yeah, it's just gonna be tough because I know that yeah, we do have a couple people from the US that are that watch me, but I feel like my viewership is all from Ireland, England, like yeah, just out there. So it's crazy. I can't imagine the connection.
Oh yeah, you'd probably have to play on red ping. If you have to play with those guys,
Yeah,
you
I'm
gotta be
done,
on red ping.
man. No doubt, bro. That would be tough, man. I'm all about like internet too, being consistent. So gotta have good internet. So it's tough, but
Right. But yeah, the pro clubs with viewers is always it's always a good time. That's why I made it part of my routine, and I try to do that at least once a week because um I think it's good for viewership, and also you just have a good time with your community.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. What I've also done in the past was I've we've done like pro clubs against like other streamers. So the streamers would have their team, and then we do collabs, and then we do
That's
like a pro
sick.
clubs friendlies. We do like a best out of three, and I've done that a couple times with a couple streamers, and it was always a good time.
That's sick. That's a great idea, actually. That's a great idea.
Yeah, yeah. So maybe that's something you could do in the future if you get someone
Uh,
out there that wants to challenge you.
let's do it, Daniel. Let's do it.
Oh, we could always do it. That's always fun. It's a good
Yeah,
time. It really is. Like, cause
yeah,
the viewers get really competitive,
for
and they
sure. And
just
you have
yeah.
people like Kevin. I saw. I think he's one of your mods. Is it right?
Kevin G.
Yes, that fool is so
Yes,
good.
he
He
is.
always snipes me to play me. I swear, I'm always so close to beating him in the 80th minute, but it's this level he picks up that just he always 80th minute changes the game somehow. Something changes and he beats me all the time.
Well, he's a competitive FIFA player. I mean, he's made the FGS qualifiers all 4 seasons.
Correct. He's good.
Yeah,
He's good.
yeah. So he's like a 20-0 weekend league player, elite player. So he's like pretty top tier.
Yeah.
I know he's always made it to the first round, but he's like pretty much came short up for the second round, which was the single elimination.
Yeah.
But he's like competing against the best players in NA, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's a very
He's
good player.
no doubt, man. When I play against him, I knew he was he always talked about he wanted to do kind of like professional FIFA, and I was like, are you that good? And he was showing me I got rank 1 again, and I was like, damn, you are really good then.
Yeah, he's like right there, I feel like. I feel like you should invest another FIFA and try to see how it goes in the pro scene. But he's definitely a competitive FIFA player for sure.
No doubt. No
Yeah,
doubt.
he could hang with the best, at least in NA.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. So,
But
hmm
he would probably be good in your team, huh? Your pro club team?
Oh, he plays with us all the time.
Yeah. Fuck.
He loves playing with us. Yeah. So I appreciate him having on my team because he's a big part of why we get Div 1 titles.
I'm sure when he plays
Yeah.
any two, and I'm like, oh, that's even better because
Ye-
he wants to control the players because he's that competitive. He's like, I'll do it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
He doesn't
yeah.
want anybody.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So he's a blessing in Koballa FC.
And we talk about like streaming, like obviously investing, like just communicating with people, interacting. He was the reason I met him too. I forgot how I met him, man. I think it was Fusion FC. I don't know if you ever heard of him. Fusion FIFA.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think he's from Australia, if I remember correctly.
Right. Yeah.
Nice guy, great guy. He met it through his community, and again, I met a guy named Sammy, Kevin. Kevin is a big reason I've expanded because he would raid people, tell, hey, raid this guy. You'll get to
Yeah.
know him. He's good, and I'm like, good person. I'm like, oh, that's cool, man. So I thank you, Kevin, whoever you're at. Appreciate you too, bro, because he's always coming to my stream and just watching, lurking, and then he'll just say his opinion when I ask him questions and stuff.
Yeah, Kevin G, he's the guy. He's a definitely a big supporter, so we really appreciate him. Shout out to him. Shout out
Yeah,
to
no
Kev.
doubt, dude. No doubt, man.
Yeah, so no, that's that's part of the beauty in Twitch is like having this community, being able to connect with other people, on the other side of the world or even local like ourselves. We're like minutes away, honestly.
No doubt,
Yeah.
dude. No doubt, no doubt. That's
Yeah.
the whole point we stream, bro, to meet, to communicate and meet people like this all the time. I think Kevin's in LA, right? Yeah, Kevin's in LA.
Yes. Yeah. He's also
He's so
Cali
close
too.
to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a special heart for the Cali streamers,
Nah,
Yeah,
got
special
it, man. Got it,
yeah.
man.
Gotta represent
It's
Cali. Yeah.
it's funny how you like even Shogi. That's how I met Shogi, Cali guy too. Obviously, he's Northern Cali, but I just have it just feels like we connect more. Maybe it's just I don't know, just easier to communicate. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, because I feel like were you born and raised in California?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. It's like there is like a Cali culture that we kind of like grew up to and we kind of familiar with. So
No doubt, no doubt.
yeah,
Man. I agree.
yeah. So it's kind of cool. It's always cool meeting a Cali streamer specifically.
You know
yeah.
what? You don't feel like you meet too many, do you? I don't. I don't know a lot of them.
There's definitely a couple that I've interacted with, other streamers. I don't know if like some of them aren't active now, but I even had them on the podcast and like they're always cool people, all the Cali people. And then actually like some viewers as well, like I've actually met in person.
That's the best.
Yeah.
And I'm doing that with, as you know, Shogi.
Right.
But there's
right,
two other
right.
viewers of mine that are gonna meet because they're Cali.
Okay.
One's in Vegas. I'm supposed to meet, but we'll see if that happens.
Mhm.
But the California, we're all gonna meet like at a restaurant that I'm gonna suggest so that yeah, that's it. Just go chill and meet me. And I'm like nervous, like, damn, that's cool, dude. From Twitch, I go to meeting people. That's insane.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we got Joe in the chat and Bill saying the in and out connection. Yeah, we got the in and out connection.
Jeez,
for sure.
yeah, look at Mr. Bill. Yeah, that's the truth, bro. He knows those in and out, those doubles. Yeah, animal style fries. I just had a milkshake today too. The half strawberry, half vanilla. Woo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a bad boy right there. Ooh.
Oh, that does sound good. Jeez, make me hungry.
I know.
but no, you're right. Like, I don't know if you met anybody yet through Twitch, but I think I met like probably 10 to 11 people through Twitch already. So all their interactions have been pretty cool. Just getting to know them, viewers, and streamers. Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, I love it. I love it, man.
You haven't met anybody yet, right?
No, not yet. But I would love, like, it's obviously that time will be September. I think we're saying the date.
Okay.
He's traveling over here, and then we're just gonna meet two other guys at a location. That's like Pasadena, Pomona. I think Pomona.
Oh, okay. Got it. Oh, wow. Nice. Meet and greet with Do It for the Kids and Shogi. Whoa. Okay.
Hey, give me 1 second. I'm so sorry, dude. Let me make sure the kid's okay. Give me 1 second, okay?
Yeah, no worries. No worries. So, Do It for the Kids is AFK right now, but we'll keep on continuing. I do like his background there. He's got a Simpsons uh arcade game right there. That is very interesting, chat. I think that's a game I used to play when I was a kid. When I go to Pizza Hut, I would always go to the specific Pizza Hut, and they had a bunch of arcades back in the day, and I'd always play the Simpson one. Feel like this might be it, the one that Louis has in the background.
Oh, no doubt, dude. That's one of my favorite. I want to hack it so I can put it at 64 Super Nintendo and any arcade game.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, I wanted to buy three of them: X-Men, Simpsons, and I can't remember the third one, dude. But Simpsons was and X-Men were my favorite. Sunshine something or it's a cowboy game. You used to play at Round Table. I don't know if you remember Sunset Riders. There we go.
Okay, got it.
But yeah.
Got it. Bill's suggesting autograph signing
Oh,
in the meet and greet.
Oh
I
man,
might
we'll do
need to
more
go.
than that. It might have to be a signature and a kiss on the cheek, bro.
Oh, there you go. There you go. A little
like
extra on top
yeah,
of the
signing. I get my lipstick and put on the paper. They're taking for the kids, you know. Here you go, bro.
There you go. So I also want to talk about your podcast because Shogi kind of talked about it when he was on our podcast too, about starting it. So he mentioned it before you guys had your first episode, and now I believe you guys are 2 episodes or 3 episodes in.
Yes, third will be coming soon. His power went out today as we were doing the 3rd, but it's all his idea. I mean, obviously we talk about California connection. We've just always the sports. We both love sports a lot. Gaming we like, so we got along really well. So he was like, "We got to do it, man. I think it'd be perfect for both of us, and something he wanted to do, and I kind of want to do too, obviously. But I love that we started that. It was awesome. It's been fun so far.
So do you guys are you guys pretty open with what you talk about?
Yeah, anything, dude. I mean, it's just literally about football, I should say.
Okay.
It's gonna be about foot. Obviously, when it comes back, players to use, what we think about SBCs, what we rate them, and then any football transfers or games that we had to watch them over. You know, little basic stuff like that.
Got it. And I know it's on the YouTube. Do you guys live stream it or you just pre-record? Just talk and
both. I guess we live stream it, then we put it on YouTube. Shogi does all the editing. Again, he really wanted to do it, so which I appreciate him. But yeah.
Oh, okay, so it is live stream. People could interact with you guys.
Correct. We're gonna create our own like Twitch for it, but what we're starting off, he wants to do it on his channel, which is fine, and then go from there. That's it, dude. And then he takes the editing and he makes his own YouTube, puts it on YouTube, and that's it.
Nice. How's that been? How 2 episodes in? How's it been going?
Great, dude. Great.
Yeah.
Great. I like it. It is a little different. I know we live stream it. I know you're interacting with some of your viewers. We haven't got to that level. We're trying to just kind of get used to it. And then when the time comes, we'll start reading people's chats and understanding it.
Right.
I think the live stream is just more of an easier way to put it to YouTube.
Got it. I guess in the future too, are you looking to have guests as well?
Oh, for sure. You're on the list, sir.
Oh, I'm on the list. I don't know if that's okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have a double.
Yes.
Celebrate.
We'll be eating in and out during the podcast.
Yeah. So we won't be talking. You just hear munching.
It's a ASMR podcast.
That's what my cousin's son. He watches people eat. That's all he does, and I think it's the weirdest thing in the world, dude. But it is what it is. Man.
Well, I knew about one of those type of content like early on because I feel like the Koreans were doing it the earliest before I knew anybody else. Like, I would see a bunch of Koreans like just doing it. They just have a bunch of food in front of them and they just eat. I'm like, what are they doing? Why are you even watching this? You know? And then I started seeing other people picking up on it, and
Yeah.
this ASMR thing like took a whole another level. It just
Dude,
leveled
that's
up.
how much of a change or influence he has on it that he wants to make his own YouTube or Twitch of eating. It's the craziest thing. And I'm like,
Oh wow,
dang.
okay,
Like, I know he
nice.
loves food, and when we eat with him, he gives us opinions on the food. And I'm
Yeah,
like, bro, just do it. Just start streaming it and just
yeah,
enjoy it, man. He's a young kid though, but yeah.
got it, got it. Yeah, I mean, you could just eat and talk and do whatever, but it's pretty interesting.
It
Yeah,
is if they can eat that much food. I think I know there was a guy that just ate like total like 8 fries at McDonald's, a bunch of cheeseburger nuggets, and I'm like, bro, you're trying to kill yourself, man. You are trying to kill yourself.
yeah. There's this one competitive eater. Matt Stoney. You ever watch
Oh,
his
he sounds
YouTube?
familiar. I think so. Well,
He
not his
does like
YouTube.
Yeah, he does a bunch of challenges, and then you just see
Ah,
him eat like 10,000 plus worth of calories, and he's just eating. He's just like munching on all of it. It's insane.
that is insane, man. I don't know how
Yeah,
they do that, man. I can barely eat like 4 slices and I'm super full.
exactly. It's just
Oh, pizza
I
stuff.
don't know. Pizza sounds good too. Jeez.
Oh God. What's your pizza spot?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, I feel like I tried a bunch of like pizza spots, like probably all over the country. I don't even remember the names, but it's like I've had like really good pizza. But if we're talking about like local places, I don't know. There's this place called Pizza Studio. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
No, I haven't heard of it.
It's very similar to like Blaze and Pyology. It's like a make your own pizza type of thing.
Okay.
There's a specific one near where I live that I think is pretty good.
Okay.
But then a lot of the pizzas like Pizza Hut, Domino's, I mean, honestly, you can't go wrong with any of them. They're
I
all
agree.
good.
I agree. They all have like their different whether tastes or opinions. But what's your favorite toppings on a pizza?
Ooh, I mean, I like a variety, like a combination of like veggies and meat. I like
Okay.
that. I like having mushrooms on there. Pepperoni, sausage, like green peppers, red onions. Yeah. Meat lovers.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
you
all
can't go
those.
wrong with that.
What
Yeah, for
about you?
sure. Same thing. I go basic with my family because my kids won't eat just extra pepperoni, but stuffed crust is the way to go, man.
Stuffed crust. Yeah,
Oh,
I like it all, honestly. Thin crust, stuffed crust,
I agree.
deep dish.
Deep dish. They got
Yeah.
a Chicago. We got a Chicago place in Redlands. They're from Chicago, obviously.
Yeah.
Doing deep dish, dude. If anybody's never had Chicago pizza, deep dish, their style, Detroit, no Chicago style, best pizza, best pizza.
Yeah, I actually want to go to Chicago and try some deep dish places. I've had deep dish like local around here, but I want the real thing, you know?
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah.
They do. The Redlands people make it exactly the same.
Mm.
Obviously, I'm sure it tastes better over there, but they do it exactly the same way. From what I remember when I went to go visit.
Yeah, I want that deep dish in Chicago and New York style pizza and
Oh,
yeah. Yeah,
no
dude.
doubt, no doubt.
Oh my gosh.
Food. I love food, bro. Love food. Big dude, gotta eat.
Oh my gosh. I'm like fasting. I'm on the diet right now. I can't be thinking
Gosh.
about too much food. It's gonna be a
Fasting
struggle.
is fun and tough. I always did keto. Keto's been harder lately, but keto was fun to me because I just eat everything without the breads, essentially. That's it.
Right, right. It's funny you say that because I'm actually doing keto right now.
Oh, it's tough. I give you props, bro. It's not easy.
It's not. But I do feel the effects of it. Like I think I'm slimming down a bit more.
For
So
sure.
it's good. Yeah, it's good. It's very challenging, especially when you go out with people. You can't really eat anything.
That's true.
Yeah. Um, and then on top of that, I'm doing intermittent fasting. So I'm only eating 2 meals a day. And today I just decided to fast the whole day. Just do a 1 day fast. And then we're
That's
talking
tough.
about pizza and In-N-Out, and I'm just
My
like, oh my
bad.
gosh.
Talk about a bad boy. My bad. My bad. My bad. Yeah.
No, it's all good. It's all good. After when I'm done with keto, I'll definitely devour those type of foods. No, man, that's good. Yeah, I mean, there's so much good food out there. Pizza's
Oh, for
definitely
sure.
on
For
top
sure.
of the list, though.
I
I
agree,
mean,
man. Whether it's a California, I think it's just no. I don't think it's even just a U.S. thing. I think it's every global. People love pizza.
yeah. I think in general, I just love trying out different food in different places, and there's always like good food out there, no matter where you go.
Of course, you got to. You at least got to try it. I was the pickiest eater as a kid. When I mean the pickiest, I mean the pickiest person you'll ever meet, bro. But yeah. Did something get on? Oh, there you go. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm
Okay.
good.
Yeah, it's just you gotta try different cultures. But I think at 22, then I started trying all kinds of stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
what was I missing on, dude? I was so
Right.
plain.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah. No, I used to be a really picker eater too. What's crazy is when I was a kid, I didn't even eat the In and Out hamburgers. I would just eat the fries.
Oh shit, the worst thing. No.
Yeah, yeah, no, it was bad. Like it's known for the burgers, but I didn't even eat it as a kid. And I think just one day I just tried it, and I was like, "All right, I'll just keep eating it."
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
I don't
crazy,
know.
man. What
Yeah,
was the
but
reason?
I just didn't like burgers in general at the time. Yeah, there's
Oh,
something about burgers. I was just like, I didn't think it was good, but then I kind of overcame that kind of, I don't know, that stigma, and now I love
uh,
burgers. Yeah,
same thing with whether it's like raw sushi, an example.
yeah,
That was one thing I never would try. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try it, dude. I mean, everybody's eating it. It's got to be good.
yeah.
That's it. And it just everything else just came in effect. Like trying my grandma's from Guatemala. So she would make dishes and I never would try it.
Hmm.
So I started trying that and I was like, oh, this is really good. Why didn't I try it as a kid?
Yeah, right.
That's it.
What was it? There was one interesting. So let me ask you this: what was like a interesting food that you ate that maybe people think it's kind of weird, but might be a delicacy somewhere else?
Um, I can't think of one on top of my head. I know trying shark was really good.
Okay.
Shark tasted good, but I don't think that's something. I don't think it's something outside the picture I can think of. Someone told me I had. Was it ostrich? I mean, no. Was it a sandwich like that? I thought it was like a turkey patty, but it was a different kind of meat. I was like,
Mm,
damn it, but it was
mm,
good.
mm. Yeah. Have you heard of balut?
No, what is that?
It's like so it's a delicacy in the Philippines, but basically when I was out there, it's like an egg, but the chick is growing.
Oh,
You know what I
oh
mean?
shit.
So depending on
Yeah.
what stage that like they're developed at, they would eat the egg. So like maybe like a if it's like 2 to 3 weeks in, then you could kind of see like it kind of forming. You know, you kind of see
Oh
like
my God.
some body parts. If it's
Fuck.
later like almost hatching, then you see the feathers and the beak and the eyes, and
Oh,
they eat it.
damn.
They eat at all stages. It's like, yeah, that's their delicacy. But I had one of those, but I had it like 2 to 3 weeks in, so it
I
wasn't
was
that
about
bad.
I was about to say yeah, what stage do you have it at, you know?
Yeah, because if I had the later stage, I'm not sure if I would have ate it.
Yeah.
But 2 to 3 weeks in, it wasn't too bad. But then you do see like some things forming.
Oh man, that's insane. I didn't think about that. That's crazy. I know obviously in China they eat a lot of different stuff. Give me 1 second, real quick, okay? We got a
Yeah,
bloody nose, bloody bleeder.
yeah, I know in China too. They have a lot of insects too, especially in Asia, Southeast Asia too. I know like Cambodia, like a tarantula is a delicacy. So there's definitely a lot of weird food that people eat, but to them it's normal. I mean, to us we don't really eat insects like that. But yeah, there's a lot of crazy food out there that maybe underrated. Maybe might be worth trying out. So, but yeah, it is difficult talking about food at this time when you're on a keto diet and also fasting. So hopefully, what I plan to do is after this podcast, I will stream and finish out my weekend league. So me sweating it out on FIFA will help distract myself from the hunger. So yes, looking forward to that. And I really appreciate everybody being here. We are almost an hour into this podcast, and we've had a great time so far. So
Yeah, no doubt, dude. Man,
yeah.
that 1 hour went by fast, Daniel. Jesus.
It has, yeah. Yeah, it
That's
has.
always a great feeling, bro.
And again, we appreciate you being here, man. Just hanging out with us and doing it.
Of course.
Is this the first, besides the Bad Boys FC podcast, is this the first invitation for a podcast that you did?
Yes. It's second invitation. It was somebody invited me. Who was it? Oh my God, was it Alex? His name is, I think it's Alex, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
And I couldn't do it that day. And then it got to a point where he just stopped playing. He's like, I'm not gonna do it for a while. And then we just kind of lost. Like, we still communicate. We just he hasn't done that in a while.
I see. Got it. Yeah. So, well, you already had, a couple practices for this one,
No doubt. But whether people notice or not, like, I'm very open, dude. I try not to be like, I don't know. I don't want people feeling uncomfortable. I think it's always good to mesh with people easier.
For sure.
But you know what? I just thought about it, dude. I have a nasty bad story for you about food.
Okay.
Oh, I have an uncle. He has a weird mixture. I think he's half Guatemalan and half Chinese. And he took me to downtown area in LA.
Mm-hmm.
We went to a restaurant. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna get you some food. Just eat it. All right, I'm all good for it. Just let me know what it is. Okay. One meal he wouldn't tell me. He said, just try it. You'll like it. It's really good. Tried it. It was good. Unfortunately, it was something that was very I would have never eaten in my lifetime. It was a dog.
Really? He took you to, was it a Korean spot?
It might have been. I just know he took me down and I took a bite and I was like, damn, this tastes like chicken. Like, it just tastes good. And then he's like, oh yeah. It's like, yeah, it was good. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what it is now. And I was like, that doesn't sound good. He doesn't do that to me very often.
Yeah.
He's very to himself, but he was like, it's dog. I told you dog was good. And I was like, oh, you're a bastard. I hate you. So from then on, I obviously, whenever I go somewhere in Chinatown like that, what is this first? I don't want to do that because I love dogs, dude. Dogs are my life, dude.
Yeah.
I have 2 big labs, so I felt so like, I felt so, I felt like I was, I don't know, something happened to me. It was disgusting.
Wow, that's crazy.
I couldn't stop thinking. It is, dude. So I get the whole thing when they say cats and dogs, like, oh, it tastes good. Like, oh, they do, but I'm not gonna eat them no more. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting, man. I haven't got tricked into eating a dog. I haven't ate dog before, so I don't plan on it either.
Yeah, I never planned in my life, dude. If you would have told me that, I would have been like, get this away from me. Well, that's disgusting.
Well, I think in some Asian countries, especially I know Koreans, dog is like, people eat dog.
Oh, maybe
it's not. I don't know if it's like super common now, but people do eat it.
Man, that's crazy, dude, to me.
Yeah,
that's great. Maybe because I've obviously been raised with dogs, so it's like it is an insult. Like, come on, man, you can't eat that. Like, yeah. But you're right. People do eat all kinds of things that are not supposed to be eating. I mean, yeah,
for sure.
But that's why I always tell my buddies, like, if you ever try, would you ever try dog? And I'm like, fuck. Here's the story. Let me tell you something. Okay, I have. They're like, what? That thing looked like, whoa.
Wow, that's pretty fascinating. Yeah. So I wanted to ask, maybe one more thing before I let you go is, what other goals do you have for content creating? Do you have any more aspirations, or what's in the horizon?
Shoot, man, I don't know. Other than, I mean, we want to continue to grow, but I think TikTok is always the way to go. I always tell people you need to have multiple, I don't want to say sources, but multiple things going at once. You can't just stay on Twitch. If you're going to stay on Twitch, it's really hard to grow. But I think TikTok would be the next route. Like, I have one of a video. My wife is making fun of me. She's playing the game and reacting how I react to the game.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like throwing, like she's getting mad, throwing the controller, saying, "Oh my god, it's lame. It wasn't even fair," like, and she's dressed as me. It's hilarious. So I want to do stuff like that,
Okay.
to make people laugh. That's my goal.
Got it. Got it. Do you have any milestones that you're trying to hit?
Uh,
Maybe in terms of numbers?
it's funny you say that. I think when I started this year, I was at 239, 249 followers.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm at 1.5.
Oh
I
wow. Okay.
wanna, this jump was dramatic. Honestly, I mean, this year is just, I'm already happy where I'm at. Honestly, I think next year goals will be, I guess, try to get that, like that 3K mark follows, and then try to
Mm.
average like, try hard partner. If I can get partner, that would help dramatically, as in like,
Yeah.
yeah, to try to do this full time. I would, even as an old man, I'm an old man, I'm like 35.
Mm-hmm.
So to take that jump is you got to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
I
For
have kids
sure.
and stuff, so that's it. But I
Yeah.
would love to take that jump to do this full time and just chill, and yeah. But you know how hard that is. I don't even know it. I think I only know one person that does it full time, but I don't even know if he makes a certain amount to live good, if that makes sense.
I see. Got it. Yeah, man. I really hope that you get to your goals, hit those milestones, and just keep
Yeah,
on making content.
we will, dude. Just it takes hard work and
Yeah.
consistency. That's all it is, bro. Just be consistent, and then yeah, that's it. But thank you again for
100%.
having me, bro. I appreciate it, Daniel.
No, I appreciate you coming through. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no doubt, dude.
Yeah, so for the people that don't know you, where could they find you?
They can find me on Twitch, Do It For The Kids, just like the name. Whether it's what is it, TikTok, that, and that's really it. Our Discord, same thing, Do It For The Kids. That's what they find me, dude. And again,
Mm-hmm.
on at 2 in the morning, sometimes at night. But most of the time at 2 in the morning, PM. But you're always, anybody's ever welcome, man. I just want good vibes, good people, and we always have that. That's it.
For sure. And I'll leave the links in the description below so you guys could follow him and support him.
Yeah.
Louis, again, appreciate it. If you could stay a little bit after the live stream, that'd be great. And
Yeah.
for everybody else, appreciate you guys being here.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
All right. Thank you guys. Bad boys for life. All right.